wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, we've got a yell. Fun English camp? Okay, students, thank you very much for participating in this Fun English Camp 2019. You know this game is the first, our pilot project of SMA 1 Glagah, and you are the first participants in this camp. And I do hope after this camp you can do the feedback of the camp activities, all the activities. You know, this moment is quite good for us because I invited 3 native speakers from the United States. And I look every group because all the students here, the participant is classified into 3 groups. Group 1 is by Mr. Jonathan. Group 2 by, in this group is group 3 by Mr. Jonathan. And group 2 is by Miss Kelly. And group 1 is by Mr. Nicholas. All of them are quite good and you have enough time to practice your English. So that's why our yell, our motto, our slogan today is the more practice, the better. Because you cannot speak English, you cannot remember the language if you don't use it. You know, just what should I do when you look the tourists, you know, tourists in front of you, if you don't have any languages then. So that's why I always force you, especially for class 10, because I'm teaching you all from science to social, science 1 and 3. Science 1 to 6. So that's why I pretend to be a tourist. When you speak Indonesian, I invite you to speak English with me. If you can't, of course, you may change your language into Bahasa Indonesia. Because, you know, student, the only one, there are no best way to make our English perfect. Just practice. Really, practice only. So when the tourists are standing in front of you or sitting in front of you, so I believe that all of you have a question. But you cannot put out your ideas. You cannot say it into English. You know, I come from a poor family. My parents, my father and mother are illiterate. They cannot read and write. They just read Arabic. They just read Al-Quran. They cannot read Indonesian, moreover English. Why? Both of their children speak English. My brother and me become an English teacher. My brother, Mr. Shamsuri, teach in SMP and I'm teaching here in SMA. Because I practice a lot every day, you know. I practice what I have in mind, I try to speak English. And then if I don't know the word, I check out my dictionary. Moreover, right now, digital dictionary is quite easy for you to find the word. So, from now on, just from our experience, what should I do to make my English progress? First, you just practice. You just speak not only during teaching and learning process, but practice your English anywhere, anytime. When you meet at the canteen, when you meet in the library, when you meet in the classroom. That's why I ask you to find the special expression of the topic, like classroom topic, and then canteen topic, right? And anything. Of course, I'm going to ask you then to submit to me. Okay? So that's why from now on, after doing this, you realize, but no best way to make my English perfect. And if I do that, I never practice my English. I believe that I never be able to speak English then. So that's why from now on, wherever I meet, I pretend that Mr. Idris is my English teacher and he is a tourist. So I have to speak English to him. I change Mr. Nico's position, Miss Kelly's position, and also Mr. Jonathan's position then. Will you agree with me? Okay, will you agree with me? All of you who have already participated in this activity, of course, your score, because we have a great motivation to study, your score will be more 77, at least 78 up to 80, and more than 80 also. Like this one, Glagah, of course, Car, because I know their speaking skill, okay? Maybe Griselda, because they are leading this activity by using in English. And thank God to the headmaster also, Mr. Muji, because they always support us. And Okay, one thing that I forget, this activity is documented, documented. And it will be appear, it will be turned on during student parents meeting. So that's why, I was very surprised at the time. By using, like the plane, what do you call? Drone. By using drone, I never asked the student. The headmaster asked the student to make it. Because it will be done during the student parent. To show that student English camp is successfully done. They can invite 3 tourists, Kelly, Nicholas, and Jonathan. And of course, they are very proud of our school. Okay? Will you speak English? Will you practice your English? Good luck. Okay. Once more, Fun English Camp? More English the better. Thank you.